Loneliness is a feeling everyone experiences from time to time. Sometimes being alone can be beneficial. It gives us a chance to rest, reflect, or organize our thoughts. However, excessive loneliness or prolonged social isolation can have serious effects on both our mental and physical health. Human beings are inherently social creatures. We are programmed to live within communities and form connections. When social ties are broken or we isolate ourselves for long periods, it can lead to lasting changes in both the brain and the body. This silent process gradually weakens us psychologically and physically without us even realizing it. One of the most common effects of prolonged loneliness is depression and anxiety. Loneliness can increase levels of cortisol, the stress hormone in the brain. This, in turn, can create a persistent sense of tension, restlessness, and hopelessness. As people spend more time alone, they become increasingly aware of the void left by missing social connections and may begin to feel guilty, worthless, or inadequate. Over time, these feelings can become chronic, and symptoms of depression may emerge. Moreover, social isolation is closely linked to anxiety. Loneliness reduces a person's sense of security, making them feel less confident in social settings and more likely to worry about interactions or judgment from others. This constant stress can even lead to panic attacks, heightened irritability, and a pervasive fear of engaging with the outside world. Beyond emotional and mental health, excessive loneliness can also affect cognitive function. Studies have shown that individuals who experience long-term isolation may have a higher risk of cognitive decline, memory problems, and even conditions like dementia. The brain relies on social interaction as a kind of exercise. Engaging with others stimulates cognitive processes, strengthens memory networks, and maintains neural connections. Without regular interaction, these mental pathways can weaken, and the brain may become more vulnerable to age-related decline. Even simple activities like conversing, sharing ideas, or collaborating can help maintain mental sharpness and prevent cognitive deterioration over time. Physically, loneliness can trigger negative changes in the body as well. Chronic social isolation is associated with higher blood pressure, increased inflammation, and a weakened immune system. Cortisol spikes caused by stress and loneliness not only affect mood, but also put the heart under strain, increase susceptibility to infections, and slow down the body's natural recovery processes. In fact, research indicates that the health risks associated with prolonged loneliness can be comparable to those of smoking, obesity, or lack of exercise. Additionally, prolonged loneliness has been linked to unhealthy habits such as poor diet, irregular sleep, and decreased physical activity, which further compound the physical health risks. Interestingly, loneliness also affects sleep quality. People who spend long periods alone often struggle with falling asleep, staying asleep, or achieving restorative rest. Poor sleep then compounds the negative effects on mood, cognitive performance, and physical health, creating a vicious cycle where isolation worsens overall well-being. Over time, this can lead to chronic fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and even increase the risk of serious conditions such as heart disease and diabetes. Another subtle but critical impact of loneliness is the diminished sense of purpose. Humans derive meaning and motivation from connections with others through shared experiences, mutual support, and emotional bonds. When these connections are lost, individuals may feel directionless or unmotivated, which further reinforces social withdrawal. The longer this cycle continues, the harder it becomes to re-establish relationships and regain a sense of belonging. Moreover, isolation can heighten sensitivity to negative social cues, making even casual interactions stressful and reinforcing the feeling of being disconnected from the world. Despite all these challenges, it is important to understand that loneliness is not an irreversible condition. Awareness of its effects is the first step toward recovery. Reaching out to friends, family, or support groups, engaging in community activities, volunteering, or even participating in online social platforms can help counteract the negative impacts. Building meaningful relationships, even in small ways, provides emotional stability, cognitive stimulation, and a protective effect against stress and illness. Every small interaction, from a friendly phone call to a shared cup of coffee, can help rebuild the mental and emotional resilience that loneliness erodes. Combating excessive loneliness requires a proactive approach. While social interactions are crucial, the quality of these connections matters more than quantity. Authentic and supportive relationships rather than superficial contact provide the mental and emotional nourishment needed to thrive. Spending time with people who genuinely care can significantly reduce feelings of isolation, increase self-esteem, and improve overall well-being. Even one meaningful connection can be transformative, reminding the individual that they are valued and that their presence matters in the world. Developing healthy routines can also mitigate the harmful effects of isolation. Regular physical activity, balanced nutrition, and structured daily habits contribute to mental resilience and physical health. Exercise, in particular, not only strengthens the body but also releases endorphins, which improve mood and reduce stress. Simple daily activities such as walking, stretching, or participating in group fitness activities provide both physical benefits and opportunities for social engagement. In addition, establishing a consistent schedule helps counter feelings of emptiness and unpredictability that loneliness often brings. Another key factor is mental engagement. Reading, learning new skills, or participating in creative activities stimulates the brain, combats cognitive decline, and provides a sense of achievement. When combined with social interaction, these activities enhance emotional stability and mental sharpness. Technology can be a helpful tool here. Video calls, online communities, and educational platforms can bridge the gap when in-person contact is limited. Additionally, journaling and reflective practices allow individuals to track progress, set goals, and feel a sense of accomplishment, all of which reinforce self-worth. It is equally important to address emotional awareness and coping strategies. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, or guided breathing exercises can help individuals process feelings of loneliness, manage stress, and develop resilience. Acknowledging the emotion rather than suppressing it enables better decision-making about reaching out for social support and making meaningful changes in daily life. Recognizing triggers for isolation, such as stress, fear, or past trauma, empowers individuals to take proactive steps before loneliness becomes overwhelming. For long-term prevention, fostering a sense of purpose and contribution is essential. Volunteering, mentoring, or helping others not only creates opportunities for social connection, but also provides a sense of value and belonging. Studies consistently show that people who feel useful and connected to their community experience lower levels of stress, better mental health, and even improved physical outcomes. Giving back and contributing to the well-being of others fosters meaningful engagement and creates lasting relationships that act as a buffer against isolation. Ultimately, overcoming excessive loneliness is about balance, maintaining connections, nurturing mental and physical health, and creating opportunities for meaningful engagement. No one is immune to feeling isolated at times, but prolonged isolation is a health risk that deserves attention and action. Recognizing the signs, taking deliberate steps to connect with others, and prioritizing emotional well-being can break the cycle and restore both vitality and happiness. Remember, you are not alone in feeling lonely. There are ways to rebuild connections and regain a sense of belonging. Your mental and physical health are intertwined, and by taking action, you can protect both. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights on mental health and well-being. Also, share your thoughts in the comments. Have you experienced prolonged loneliness, and how did it affect you? Your story could inspire and help others who may be going through the same struggle.